Hey everyone, James here again, and on this episode of Music Biz, we're going to talk about the one thing everyone should do to have a more productive and successful 2020. Regular viewers of Music Biz will know that we have been obsessed with the end of the year. From talking about the things that we should celebrate and reflect on to looking ahead at the goals we should have for the new year. All we've been talking about is what we need to do to make sure that 2020 is the best year possible. And with that in mind, there is one more thing that I really want to drill down on. And I'm sure that we've mentioned it before, either in those end of the year videos or in previous content, but it's never been more important than right now to really focus on this and make sure that it is something that you make a priority in the year ahead. I'm sure you have your goals by now, you know where you want to be when we get to the end of 2020, and you might have even taken the extra step to figure out how you're going to achieve each of those goals, and that's great. But above all else, the one thing that I really want you to do is set up a routine where you're working on your craft each and every day. You see, as musicians and songwriters, we get into this habit of looking at the things we want to do in the big picture, whether that is writing a new song or releasing a new song or going on tour. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to the songwriting itself. And I want you to get into the habit of setting aside a little time every single day to practice your craft. In his book, The War of Art, which I cannot recommend enough, Steven Pressfield refers to this feeling that we all have inside of us, that thing that makes us not want to do the stuff that we love, as resistance. It's this thing that makes us think that we're not good enough, or that we don't really have to work on our craft because it doesn't really matter, and if we have the talent, we're always going to have the talent. If we're able to do something, we're always going to be able to do it. But that's not true. Each and every day, we need to wake up and face that resistance head on. You need to get out of bed, get away from work, and set aside time to work on your craft. I don't care if you write a melody, an entire song, a single line of lyrics, or you just play around with your instrument or sing some songs that you already love. Just work on your craft, because it's the only way that you're going to get ahead. And more importantly, it's the only way that you're going to cross those things off your list of accomplishments. Yes, you might have the songs right now that you need to book some shows or to get the attention of somebody in the industry. But to grow your career, to build, to get ahead of where you are right now, you need to be better at your craft. And I don't care how good you think you are. Whether you think you're the best person in your region or the best artist that nobody's heard yet, you can get better. You can always get better. And the only way to do that is by practicing. So each and every day, set aside a little bit of time, whether that be 15 minutes or an hour if possible, and work on something. Make something new, even if you end up never releasing it, even if it's only for you, if it only lives on the voice memos app of your phone. Write something every single day and commit to it. Keep a log of it. If you're writing down things, keep a journal that you're writing it in. If you're recording stuff as voice memos, do not delete those voice memos. I don't care if you never go back and listen to all of them, but keep them, because one day you're going to be working on something truly great, and you're going to remember an idea that you had over the course of the next year in these daily exercises that is going to come in handy and make the thing you're working on more complete. Or who knows, maybe just by working every single day, you're going to stumble upon that melody or that couplet of lyrics that really takes your next creation to the next level. It might be the spark that you need to get to that next level of your career. But the only way to get there is by doing the work. And I know that might seem a little bit obvious. I mean, you know that you need to do your work. But as Steven Pressfield tells us in his book, every one of us faces this thing called resistance, and it manifests itself in a million different ways. Whether it is this idea that we should focus on these things rather than the thing we're passionate about, or whether it's just a general, apathy or melancholy feeling, or there's anything that makes you not want to do the thing that you love, anything that makes you think that you don't need to do the thing that you love every single day. That's resistance. And every single day you have to wake up and you have to fight it. You have to fight it with everything you have in you, and it's going to be there the next day. The thing about resistance is that it is always present. If you defeat it on Monday, you're going to wake up Tuesday and have to have that same struggle. So don't lose hope. Don't lose sight of your goals, and don't stop working. Just keep working at it and you will get ahead. And to show you that I'm somebody that believes in this, I'm going to commit to the same thing. I'm going to write every single day next year. And I don't write songs. I'm not a musician myself. I work on the industry side of things. I have played in bands, but I don't anymore. So I'm going to work on writing. I'm going to be a better writer. I'm going to write about music in a way that is more engaging and more interesting and hopefully more satisfying both for myself and my audience. And I'm also going to make more videos, just like this one. I'm going to make more episodes of Music Biz, more episodes of Music Biz News. We're going to do our podcast more. We're going to create more content for you, and we're going to set to doing that every single day of our lives. So you join us on this journey. Both of us, you and me right now, we are committing to 1 year of working on our craft every single day. And when we get to the end of 2020, we're going to make another video, and we're going to see where we've gotten. And I hope that you'll reach out to me and tell me where you've gone. You can hit me up on Twitter. It's at James D. Shotwell. That's D as in Doug in the middle. I would love to hear from you, or you can comment right below. So before we say goodbye to the year, before we get to Christmas and all that stuff, make the commitment right now. Every single day, whether it's at the same time or whenever you can fit it in, you're going to work on your craft, I'm going to work on my craft, and we're going to meet back here every single week and check in and see where we're at. And until then, make sure that you go ahead and click the subscribe button down below, because we have a ton of content coming. I just promised you, and I'm not going to let you down because I know you're not going to let me down. So click the subscribe button, and every week we're going to check in and see where we are, and we're going to learn something new about how we can further our creative endeavors. So click that subscribe button, and if you've already done that, I'm so thankful for it, and I thank you so much for giving us a wonderful 2019. I know next year is going to be massive, and I can't wait to share that journey with you. So until then, take care of yourself, because you deserve it.